What's going on, everyone? I got a cool series of videos coming your way because I got my hands on the brand new Nexus 7 2013 version. Now this video is going to be an introductory video, just kind of showing a first impression of the tablet, because first impressions are very important in many things, but particularly technology to me, because there are many different options. Not everybody knows everything about all these different tablets in this case, and they can be quite expensive. So we're going to just get a first impression of it, but before we do any of that, we're going to give a huge shout out to Amelia for letting me use this awesome tablet, because without it, these videos would not be existent. So huge shout out to you. And without further ado, let's take a look, because it's a really sweet tablet. So I'm going to go ahead and say what you're probably going to say the first time you pick up the Nexus 7 2013, and that is wow. Everything about this device just screams premium, beautiful, high-end, and it really doesn't break the bank too much. It's a very, very reasonable price, and I'm amazed that Google's actually able to make a profit off of this thing. From a design standpoint, at a first glance, I think it does absolutely everything right except for one major flaw: those bezels. Now, I can see why Google did this, but at the same time, I don't understand why they did it. And here's the reason. One, it's a 7-inch tablet, which is slowly becoming closer and closer to a phone size, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately to me. With things like the Xperia Z Ultra, which is 6.44 inches, ginormous. You're only a half an inch away from the 7-inch device, so I can see why the bezels kind of separate this from the tablet and air quote phablet categories. But I think that they could have trimmed down especially the top, because they're just ginormous, just to kind of trim the device down and make it look a little sleeker. And maybe they did that because of the hardware inside and they had to cram something in there, especially the cameras above there, but it's also on the back. So again, I don't know how devices are manufactured, but it bothers me a little bit that there's that much of a bezel. I think at least they could have made the screen a little bigger and kept the tablet itself the same size. Probably would have messed with the ratios on the screen, but it would have been nice. Okay, so what y'all came here to talk about, right? The screen. The screen is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you needed any reason to buy this tablet, aside from the fact that it's straight from Google, that you're going to get the updates right away, that it's got some pretty nice hardware, that it's very portable, that it actually has a camera now, the screen is magnificent. Color reproduction, just at a first glance, is beautiful. Whites are great. You know, no screen's perfect, but this screen is probably the closest I've seen yet. The 1080p resolution is just amazing. Now, everybody says you're not going to notice the difference between a 1080p screen and a 720p screen, and they're mostly right. What you're going to notice is that the 1080p screens are going to be much crisper. Not necessarily less pixely, because you can't really see pixels on a 720p screen, but it's just going to seem much crisper to your eyes. And as screens get 1080p resolution, the color reproduction tends to be a little bit better, which is very nice, because everybody wants a screen that's true to life and true to your eyes, not one that's got a weird blue tint or something of that nature. It really is something that you have to see for yourself, because cameras truly do not do it justice. Even watching this video in 1080p resolution, looking at this screen, does not do it anywhere near justice. Of course, any lines you may see are from the camera, but I can't emphasize the fact that it's just gorgeous. So obviously I haven't had the device long enough to make a decision on it, but if first impressions are anything, which they are very important, this one has made a very positive first impression. Everything from the hardware being very sleek, being very comfortable to hold, to the software being very, very optimized and smooth. 4.3 kicked things up a huge notch and really raised the bar, because I'm running it on my Galaxy Nexus and it's also very smooth. If you watch the Understanding the Moto X video, you know that more pixels equal more power. The Nexus 7, having a 1080p display, has more pixels and requires more power, and is able to push them around beautifully, smoothly, very pleasing to the eyes. And it's overall just a pleasant experience, which is what a tablet should be, because a lot of the times it's for media consumption or just casual use. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Feel free to just shoot me a message or leave a comment down below. I'll answer it as quickly as I can. Look forward to another few videos about it and ultimately a review. I have good feelings for this tablet, and I really think that Google has raised the bar once again with their latest generation of tablets being amazingly usable and affordable as well. So if you could do me a favor, like the video or subscribe to stay up to date, and maybe you'll like what you see. I sure hope you do. If you got any recommendations for me, don't feel shy. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.